Hi friends, I'm quite excited to share the wisdom of the first habit of 7 habits of highly effective people, which is be proactive. First habit is a foundational habit because every other habit flows out of it. If first habit is present, then you can cultivate other 6. Being proactive means creating awareness that our life is product of values, not feelings. Our life is product of decisions, not conditions. Opposite of proactive is reactive, which means life is a function of feelings, moods, impulses, other people's treatment. Being proactive means taking responsibility, taking accountability. Being proactive means realizing that you and I have the capacity to choose our response. Proactivity means the capacity and the desire to subordinate impulses, moods, feelings, conditions to values based on principles. Our emotional life is up and down, up and down. This will become more steady. There will be a constancy in nature. If you are proactive, you can make and keep promises. You can treat others with the kindness, and you can also practice other 6 habits. Do you feel better when the weather outside is good? There is a scientific reason for that. More endorphin goes to your mind. And do you do better when you feel better? Yes, isn't it? This means we all are reactive to the physical culture. Proactive people carry their own weather within them. Don't worry about your outside weather. Exerting positive energy and more smiles can also release endorphin in our mind, and we feel good. So we can create and we can carry our own weather within. Do you feel better when you are treated better? And do you do better when you feel better? This is because we are reactive to our social culture. What if we learned to carry our social weather inside? We can be consistent even in most adverse situations. Every day we are tested in 1,000 different ways. If we are proactive, then it creates extraordinary capabilities to handle major setbacks and disappointments. Viktor Frankl, Australian psychiatrist, was taken to the death center at Nazi Germany because he was Jew. At Nazi Germany death center, Viktor has experienced extreme torture and pain. So many of his loved beings were dead. He was not sure about himself either. In this tremendous torture, pain, he wanted to have a bit of an experiment with himself. There were so many other people with him as well. Some of them were very good like saints, and some of them were crazy. He realized that none of us have got any control over the situation, but can I choose my response to the situations? And every time you were just thinking, what situation is demanding from me other than stimulus, external factors? He started focusing on his response, what he can do, and he started realizing wonderful results. He saw that his capability of choosing response is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and he started visualizing, I am at a wonderful place, not in the prison, and that physically only I am here, but mentally I am somewhere outside. And then after, he start visualizing that more and more and more, and that has created a kind of a mental stage where he has given it a name as the last human freedom. In your extreme worst situation, where your external factors are not under your control at all, but you have a capability, you have power to choose your response to the situation. Between the stimulus, which is the external factor, and our response, there is a gap between them. And that's where all the key of our success, our happiness lies, which is our power to choose our response. Your response to the stimulus will eventually start influencing your stimulus. We will try to understand this with one story. There was a boy with an axe. He was just going on a field and there was a snake. With his axe, he cut this snake into two. Top part of the snake bite the boy in his first finger. And now that boy has all the different options to choose, to react, to respond. But the boy was proactive. He could have run behind the snake, but he didn't do that. What he did was, with his axe, he cut a little bit of a part of the finger and he just got all that blood out so that all the poison is out. In real life situation, we also come across some situation like this. Some of the people treat us bad. They bite us. Now we can have a different reaction. We can do like that boy. We can just forget them. We can then forgive them, and we can take that poison out. Or else the boy would have run behind the snake. In that case, the poison would have flown to his heart and he could have been dead. So we can relate this story with our own life. Whenever something like that happens, we can think, are we proactive or reactive? Are we going behind them and chase them? Or are we just trying to forget them and forgive them and taking the poison out, which is a proactive approach to our social environment? It's not what people do to us hurts us, but it's our response to that which hurts us. Mahatma Gandhi said, no one can take your respect unless you give it to them. Proactive people act upon values, principles, and vision. Proactive people's language is, I choose, I prefer to, yes, no, I will. Reactive people's language is, I have to, I must, if only, I can't, I don't have time. There are two circles, one inner circle and one bigger outer circle. Inner circle is a circle of influence, and the bigger outer circle is circle of concern. Circle of influence is the matter where you can make a difference. Circle of concern is the matter and the situations which are not in your control. Proactive people spend all their time, energy, and resources into circle of influence, and reactive people spend more time and energy in outer circle, which is circle of concern. When you spend more time in circle of influence where you can make a difference, your circle of influence gets bigger and bigger. Proactive people treat all other people as they are proactive. Proactive people constantly deposit in their emotional bank account. Reactive people continuously spend their all time and energy in criticizing people, in judging people, and they are withdrawing from their emotional bank account. If you want to retain who are present, always be loyal to those who are absent. Habit 1, be proactive, means knowing that you are the programmer of your life. Thanks, friends. Now you have successfully understood a very foundational first habit of 7 habits of highly effective people, which is be proactive. Subscribe to the channel to stay positive and motivated. If you really like the video, please kindly share with your friends and family, as we all need positive vibes. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.